Welcome to a bonus episode of the Compose Like a Girl podcast. I'm your founder, host, and composer, Jocelyn Hagan. As you may know, the Compose Like a Girl initiative amplifies female-identifying composers, helps conductors diversify their concerts, and works toward more equality in music programming and commissioning. Today, I'm sharing a mini conversation I had with Emily Drum, one of my Compose Like a Girl mentees. Thanks for tuning in, and enjoy. Emily Drum, it's so nice to have you on the podcast today.
Yeah, it's so great to be here.
We just got to spend a little bit of time together in Minneapolis. You want to tell us a little bit about that? Because that was a pretty big deal.
Yeah, I was at the Gala Festival, which happens every 4 years. It's supposed to happen every 4 years. And the last one took place 8 years ago because of COVID. So this was the first one in a while. And I was with my choir, the Phoenix Women's Chorus, and they did a festival premiere of my piece, Womankind, which came to fruition through the mentoring of Jocelyn. And then Jocelyn got to see that performance. So it was super special.
Yeah. Well, and it was a fantastic premiere, and I knew it would be
Thank you.
because this piece is really great. And I remember the first time you showed it to me, I think at the end of the session you're like, I wrote this just today really quickly because I had forgotten. I was like, oh my gosh, because it was like a full page of work and it was beautiful. Like one of those things where I looked at it and said, yeah, just keep going. Which, usually I find, things to say about stuff. But this piece, it was just like yes, go on, keep creating because the spark of it, just that opening idea and how you built on it, it was all right there. And I knew it was going to be great from just that opening page.
Yeah, it happened so fast. That first just idea, it like flowed out of me so naturally.
Yeah. And I think that when that happens, music also feels really honest and
Mm-hmm.
organic, right? And it like an outpouring of who you are and what you want to say. And it does. It just feels very natural. And I know that lots of people are going to sing it. This is a piece that is going to have a big life. And I'm so excited to share it with everyone today on this podcast. But before we do that, I think we should just talk a little bit more about you and your journey and how it is you came to be writing music.
I grew up singing and playing instruments in band and choir, and also learning how to harmonize in church with my siblings. I would stand next to them and they would be singing the harmonies, and then I just kind of learned to copy them. And then I didn't start writing music until I got to college. I ended up being the music director of my a cappella group. And I knew I was good at music theory, so I always knew I had the potential to write music, but I was just always too scared to start and let myself because as a girl, you're taught to be not to take risks and to be perfect. So I was too scared to start until about end of my sophomore year of college. I started arranging for the ICCA competition, which is the International Championship of Collegiate a Cappella. And I did well. Like the first competition I arranged for, I got the Outstanding Arrangement Award. I did that a couple more times throughout college. So I got that validation. And then because I had been in choir my whole life, I just asked my college choir director one time, I've always wanted to write choral music. Can I please write something for the choir? And she said yes. That was when I wrote my first choral piece. And then after college, I've been arranging professionally and trying to get more into the choral world for composing choral music. Yeah, that's my journey. That's how I got to where I am today.
Yeah. And so you're still just starting out. And I know that we're going to see a lot more fabulous music from you. Because, you're pretty recent graduate, right?
Yeah, I graduated 2021.
Yeah. Oh, that's great. Um, can you talk a little bit about your performing as well, like with Red Letter Daze?
Yeah, so I'm in a professional a cappella quartet called Red Letter Daze. It's for women and 4 women arrangers. So we all write our own music. We do a lot more recording than performing, unfortunately, because we're all spread out across the country and across the world currently. So, um, but we perform. We performed at a festival this year, the Boston Acapella Festival, as one of the headlining groups. So they flew us out and we got to perform for the acapella community, and that was awesome. And I can't wait to do more projects like that.
That's really, really cool. Yeah, so it seems like your career that you're building kind of has all these different facets, right? With the a cappella
Yep.
stuff and then, writing more original music
Hmm.
through and getting published through the Compose Like a Girl choral series. And then, what else is on your musical bucket list? What else do you want to do?
My musical bucket list. I would like to do more in-person community work. So, well, that it still involves writing music, but getting to work with groups more and getting to direct and coach groups on things that I wrote.
Mhm.
That is super special to me just because when you're writing all day alone in your office all week long, that's not like what it's about. It's a fun process and I love it for sure, but to really fill my cup, I need people. I need to see and hear and feel. I need to see the music come to life. So I would love to do more work with groups.
I hope all you conductors out there are listening to that
Yeah,
because, yeah. So she wants to come and work with you,
I
which
would
is
love
which
to.
is fabulous. We're gonna listen to "Womankind" because it rocks. You also have another piece called "Starlight, Star Bright" that is
Hmm.
published by the Compose Like a Girl choral series. You want to say anything about that piece?
Yeah, that piece is the reason I ended up here with Compose Like a Girl. I wrote it a year, 2 years ago, and I wanted to be a little bit experimental with the textures. So it starts out with some like slides that go to these kind of cluster chords, which is an unusual texture in choral music from my
Mhm.
experience. One thing that's cool about it is that it's either in 5/8 or 5/4, and I didn't realize till after, but like when you draw a star when you're like a kid, and then it has the 5 points,
Oh
so
my
it's like
gosh,
5 points of a star. So I
that's
did,
really
yeah.
cool. Yep. Yeah. Oh, that's really neat. No, thank you so much for saying that.
Yeah.
When did you realize that?
I realized when the choir that commissioned it, they had me make a video to talk about it, and I was just coming up with things to say about it. And then I realized that then.
Oh, that's so cool. Normally, when I write music, I start with a text first and I sit down at the piano and I write. And I'm very much a pencil and paper, manuscript paper kind
Mm.
of composer. But I know that that's not the way that you do things. Can you talk about it?
Yeah, I've never written anything ever on physical paper. I'm a Gen Z zillennial. So I've never done that. I don't even like to write with notation software either. My primary way of creating with vocal music is recording it in my DAW, in my recording software, pretty much, and I multi-track myself. That's where I'm the most creative and come up with my textures. I've gotten pretty good at just knowing as I track each line, having the voicing and the chord spellings work. Like I kind of just do it by ear, but when I transcribe it, I tweak it and perfect it a little bit more. But yeah, I love to use my voice itself to write vocal music. I find it makes it more interesting, more singable. It ensures that every line is fun to sing.
And that it really is an important part. And I talk about this a lot that, if we want to write music that really lives, that, stays in the repertoire and people perform it over and over again, not only does it have
Hmm.
to be something that we know that the audience is going to love, but it has to be something that the musicians want to do.
Right.
That the conductor is like, oh
Totally.
yeah, I want to spend months perfecting this piece because it's so much fun. And
Hmm.
your music does that, and it is because of this method, I believe, and that, and this is also going back to the idea of how it feels really organic and natural, and it's because you are singing through all those parts.
Totally. If I don't like to sing it, then why would I expect the singers to like to sing it? And if the singers don't like to sing it, the audience will know.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I think we should now take a listen to Womankind.
I am the breeze bearing life and sharing color from the trees. I am the hum that fills your ears and the buzzing of the bees. I am the stream that cools your feet and washes away your fears. I am the sun that gives you warmth and dries up all of your tears. But if you dare disrespect my name or treat me like I am yours to claim, I will be the eye of the hurricane that swallows you whole. I'll be a tsunami of emotion that holds a mirror to your soul. I will be the earthquake crumbling the pedestal beneath your feet. I will be the landslide dragging you down as you wallow in defeat. Na, 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 the moon that tires your eyes, the keeper of your dreams. I am the taps that flows, pushing and pulling with ease. None of this, none of love, lifting you mountains of greed. I am the stars that glimmer in your eyes and sprinkle the sky with a sheet. But if you dare disrespect my name or treat me like I am yours to claim, I will be the eye of the hurricane that swallows you whole. I'll be a tsunami of emotion that holds a mirror to your soul. I will be the earthquake crumbling the pedestal beneath your feet. I will be the landslide dragging you down as you wallow in defeat. For I am the strongest, most resilient force no man could ever match. I am not a game to win or treasure you can catch. I am the mothers, I am the sisters, I am the partners, I am the daughters. I am queen to the highest land and to the deepest waters. I am womankind. 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 I am womankind.
Thank you, Emily, for being on the podcast today. I love that piece so much. And every time I hear it, it gives me goosebumps. No lie. And if I start listening to it, I have to finish it and listen to the whole thing because I am so emotionally invested in getting to that, getting,
Oh my
that
gosh.
that feel good sensation that comes from the climax and ending of this work.
Yeah.
Thank you for writing something so powerful.
Thank you so much. It was so much fun to write. And thank you so much for having me on this podcast.
Compose Like a Girl was produced by Justin Schell, Laura Kreider, and me, Jocelyn Hagan.
with special help from fellow female composers Erica Malpass and Addie Struckman. The Compose Like a Girl theme song was composed by cellist Cicely Parnas. Thank you all for helping me with this vision. You can learn more about Emily Drum and her music at emilydrummusic.com and by following her on Instagram at Music of Drums. Check out the links in our show notes, especially the one that takes you to Emily's pieces available through Graphite Publishing. Until next time, trust your instincts, be brave and unapologetic for your talents. Thanks for listening.